Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. So today, as you saw from the intro, I'm messing around with the head unit. This is a surprise for my daughter because she wanted something for her car. It's a 2017 Kia Forte. I'm showing you this inside right now because it's pretty cold outside and the weather's a little bad today, but this is pretty much how our head unit looks inside of the car. We're gonna get to the car in a second. As I said, our car is a 2017 Kia Forte. This is a company, and I did a lot of research for this, but this is a company called Roinvou, and it's an 8-core, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs storage capacity for like the Kia Cerato, K3, or Forte. It's from 2013 to 2018, okay? And it's a really nice head unit, to tell you the truth. And you're not really breaking the bank. I think it costs like $165, somewhere around there. I'll check the price and I'll link it in the description. But it does have a lot of freaking cool features. And as you saw from the intro, I started hooking it up. Just the plugins in the back of it, they sent everything that you need. There's even a reverse camera wiring, optional if you want. Has a really nice camera to it. I will do that. I don't know if I'm going to do this off camera because it's pretty cold outside, but I just wanted to show you a couple things here real quick. They give you 2 separate harnesses. I didn't plug those in yet because I'm waiting to see in the back of the stock head unit which harness is going to go for. Then I'll plug it in. Okay, so I just stood it up real quick so you can see. So one of these harnesses right here will get plugged into this main harness right here. Okay, and this harness to the bottom left over here okay, that is for a canvas interface. That's why it's empty right now, because this thing is like stock as you can get. There's no canvas system to worry about. Okay, so from the top right, okay, this big harness right here, okay, that is the RCA inputs and outputs. As you can see, all the wires right here, so just leave that in there. This one over here, that is the reversing camera input. Okay, that's number 3 up here. As I said, 4 is the CAN bus, 5 is a 4-pin USB cable, okay, 6 is a 6-pin, and 7 is the reversing camera input right here. This reversing camera one that I got here, it was not going to fit up here, so that's why it's in the number 7 spot right here. This right here, which I already screwed in, this is the radio antenna. Okay, this right here is your GPS antenna. Okay, see it right here? That's the GPS antenna. And as I said, they gave you all the wiring stuff that you need. This is about 26 foot of cable right here for your reversing, to hook up the reversing camera. And as I said, they give you little screws, they give you a screwdriver, they even give you a pry tool to pry out the stock head unit. And obviously this you're gonna have to use for your hazard light. So that's pretty much it. Let's get inside the car. All right, guys, so as you can see here, this is the setup. Now here's what I want to show you. There's a piece that I actually took out some days before because this thing is a pain in the ass. So let me see if you can see this. So right down here, I don't know if you can see this, this piece right here, it's under here, like it goes in here like so. Okay, it fits in there like a glove. Now this shit is a pain in the ass to get off. Okay, so take your time, pry it out. The reason why you have to get this off is because there's this one single screw right here that needs to come out before you take off this entire bezel. Okay, so food for thought. Just, this thing is a pain in the butt. That's why I actually took it out some days before, because I wanted to make sure I didn't want to break anything, you know what I'm saying? But even if it did break, because guess what, there's a part number right here. I'm pretty sure this piece is cheap. Okay, so I'm not too worried about it. But guys, a couple things. As I said, this is for the 2013 to 2018 Kia Forte, Cerato, and so forth. It's a pretty nice setup once it's done. I saw some really good reviews on it, so that's one of the reasons why I got it. Obviously, I got the one with the 6 gigs of RAM, so you can scroll and stuff like that without having it lag or having a problem. has 8 cores, Android 13, wired or wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. It's actually, this is really, really nice. Super nice 32 band EQ, obviously AM, FM, Bluetooth, stuff like that. This is really, really nice. Really, really nice stuff. And obviously GPS. This is, so put it like this, man. This is a big upgrade compared to this right here. Because when I tell you this thing is stock, and stock is all heck. All right, so let me start taking off this screw down here. As I said, start taking off this bezel. As I said, the cool thing is they give you a little screwdriver for the little screws that comes with the head unit. They give you the hazard button, well, an extra one that pairs with this head unit nicely. Okay, they give you a pry tool, which this is definitely key what you need, because these spaces are super, super thin. So you definitely, well, obviously you don't want to be using a flathead screwdriver because you're going to start digging the sides of the bezel. Now, once you take this out, I don't think you really care about it, but it is what it is. All right, so that's it. Let's get on with this. All right, guys, so just got it off. Guys, take your time, but I'm not gonna lie, this thing was you gotta take your time and pry, because this thing was a slight pain in the ass. There's tabs everywhere, obviously here, 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 and here, even these holes here where these yellow tabs go. I gotta figure out to see if these yellow tabs, I gotta remove them and put them in the other one. I'll let you know. But there's some set screws right here that you got to remove the old head unit. 1, 2, there's one all the way in there. There it is. And then there's another one in there, as you can see right there. And then the entire head unit should be able to come out. Then obviously you got to unplug, unscrew this right here, swap out the button. You got to unplug this so you can, you know, release the entire faceplate. Well, let's do that together. All right, guys. So check this out right here. So now we got, I just unplugged this side of the harness, and there's another side right here. And obviously there's 2 harnesses that you send you. They have this white one right here, and they have this black one right here. And most likely, I think that the black one is gonna work due to the fact that this one here has dividers in the middle where the stock harnesses don't have them. It's pretty much just flat with a lot of holes. So let's eliminate that white one real quick. Let's see. Okay, that clipped in there. Make sure these pins are freaking straight, otherwise we won't have a freaking problem. There we go. So now, obviously you saw that right there, that gets plugged in. And now this one here gets plugged into that spot right above the red 10 amp fuse. I'll show you in a second. You know what I'm saying? And this one right here, that gets unplugged. Boom. And this one right here gets unplugged right here. I think this might have been for, so either one of them, either for the radio or the Bluetooth, one of them. But obviously these 2, they're probably not going to get used anymore, so just put that there. Okay, so don't forget, this is for your hazard, this here is for your main harness. Also, guys, don't forget, this is your hazard on the stock bezel. Take out these 2 screws. You got to pull this off and replace this module right here with this one. All right, guys, so once you take this piece off right here, to get this piece off, okay, on the sides, I don't know, you might not be able to see it, but there's like tabs in there. You got to slightly lift up with a small flathead on both sides in order to just pull this off. You know how it is. They always make shit really tough, but it is what it is. All right, guys, so once you hook it up, this is just a quick mock hookup real quick. Just connect it. I'm just gonna hold it in place. And it works. All right, guys, so before I start plugging everything in, you're gonna have to get creative. And what I'm doing is, so this right here is the backup cable, okay? And I'm gonna show you, it's about 26 feet, so you have enough cable to route this. But I just wanna show you how this looks. So on both ends, you have a coax, okay, and a hot wire right here. Okay, so I want to show you how this looks real quick. So remember, this is slot 7 here for this harness, okay? This RCA is for the reverse signal for the monitor. So you plug this one in, okay? I routed it all the way inside and down already. Okay, then you take this red wire right here, join it to this pink wire that says back, okay? And then in the back, how it looks is like this. You got your camera. So the camera comes just like this right here. Now you take your yellow that you ran all the way to the back, yellow to yellow. Take this cable right here, plug it in here, okay? And this wire right here, it's a negative and positive, okay? So both of these red wires, this one here and this red one right here, hold on, let me split that. This have to be connected or tapped into reverse light wire, something that gets power when you put it in reverse. And this right here, you get tapped into a ground. Bam. And you straight. And then once you put it in reverse, you should be able to get the signal. All right, guys, I wanted to do just a quick mock-up of the reversing camera. Okay. So this is the camera right here. That's the camera right here. Just leave that there in the meantime. Okay, so now what do we have? I'm trying to stretch that out. Okay, so connect the 2 RCA cables, the one that's coming from behind the head unit to the one that runs to the camera. Okay, and this is the cable that they sent for positive and negative to connect over here. But I already set up a reverse camera in this car, so I do have a jack that fits it that's already hooked up, and that runs all the way up here to the reverse light for the positive and negative. See, it's tapped in over here to this green. Can you see it? Green and black. So that's already tapped in there. So what I did was I took one of my awesome taps, okay, just shaved the wire a bit, the insulation, so I can expose the black and red wire, okay, and I ran the orange wire that needs power to the red wire, so it's getting heat off of that once you put it in reverse. And look. So it's in reverse, guys. Don't try this at home. E-brake is on. And look how that looks. I know it's upside down, but it's freaking really good quality. Yeah, so it works. Look. So now, let me just show you real quick. Smack it in reverse. There we go. So it works. All right, guys, so let me just show you. This is the tap right here. Oh, sorry, my knee hit that. Okay, so now take these 2 wires right here. Just cut this nice and clean. here. Okay, squeeze that good. So now, just put it in reverse. Just want to make sure this bad boy is working. Yep, we got action. Oh, by the way, guys, in the instructions, it literally says, let me see if I find it. It says here, note, whether you are using the rear view camera or not, please connect the rear view wire. Otherwise, your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth signals will suffer. So that's what I did. All right, guys. Also, don't forget to connect the mic. Okay. That mic is on the harness for all the RCA cables. It's this one right here. It says mic. Make sure you connect it, route it, because you're gonna have to clip this somewhere where you're literally driving and speaking, because the stock Bluetooth system is gonna be obviously rendered useless at this point. Okay, so don't forget. So I'm about to loosen this twist tie right here and run it down where I ran the reversing wire to route it. All right, guys, so literally just finished this. Pretty much routing the wires in the back. Down here, here's where I put the microphone. Okay, so I routed it in the side, up the A-pillar, all the way to the back. You can see it open right there. So the Bluetooth, I know I already checked that already, that works. And I fit everything in. I didn't connect the screw right here yet, but I didn't have to put these yellow tabs back in. It seems pretty secure, so I'm gonna just leave it. It clipped in, so I'm not too worried about it. Reconnected the hazard, works like a charm. Also, be careful when you're connecting that too, guys. Make sure you fit it properly so it doesn't stick. I spent like 5 minutes on that, making sure, because it was kind of sticking. So just be careful with that. I just got to run the screw in, and guess what? It works. I have an adapter for the camera to put on the license plate. I'll show you that in a second. Okay. And the music works. I think it actually comes with some factory music here. Hold on. I don't know what this is, but it works, you know what I'm saying? And it actually works really well. I actually made a call to my wife. The Bluetooth actually works really well. The two USBs for the, I guess, the wired CarPlay and such, I ran it through that way and into the glove box. So, you know what I mean? Just leave that right there. Here's the old head unit, and pretty much that's it. Let me just finish wiring up the piece for the camera real quick. All right, guys, so pretty much it's finished. This is the wiring for the old camera system. The piece I was talking about, it's a piece like this. It's like a butterfly. I'll link it in the description. And pretty much what that does is, so the camera is obviously routed behind this plate. Okay, and see the wire comes down here discreetly. All right, and then the butterfly piece goes behind the license plate, and all you got to do is use the screws. I actually kind of like makeshifted my own stuff to make it work properly, and now I can adjust this camera. You just got to make sure the butterfly is level behind the plate. Okay, let me just close this. So that's there. It's the reverse camera that took up most of the time, and pretty much about to screw this bad boy in. As I said, the the head unit fit pretty good, where there was no issue whatsoever. And I'll show you guys real quick how to connect the Bluetooth. And by the way, if you notice, my phone is connected to the stock USB port, but guess what? There is no charge going to it whatsoever. There's no charge going to it at all. That's because we disconnected the main harness, but instead they gave us the 4 and 6 pin harness that I ran into the glove box. So in case you had to, if you wanted to charge, I actually have aftermarket charger right here, which I don't need, but if you had to, let me plug this in and I'll show you. Bam. So it's connected to that charger in the glove box, and you can get a little charge out of it or whatnot, and that's it. And now I just got to put back this piece, which was a pain in the ass to begin with. This piece right here. This is the trouble piece at the beginning. This thing was a pain in the ass, I'm not gonna lie. What a pain in the ass. Not gonna lie. That thing was ridiculous. And that's it. Good as new. Hold on one second. All right, guys. So once you, obviously, as I went along in the video, I literally had to make sure everything was working and whatnot. So I made sure once I connected the harness, I turned the ignition on, make sure that the connections were good, everything was fine. Okay. And I just wanted to show you guys real quick here. I'm pretty sure, you know, I mean, it's easy for you guys to set up your Bluetooth and things like that. But pretty much, obviously, I already set mine up and it's very easy. Just pull down right here, go to car settings, and go to Bluetooth. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your phone, okay, go into the Bluetooth, go into details, and you're gonna look for Android Blue Droid. Okay, you're gonna tap it, it's gonna ask you to pair, and it's gonna ask you to input your contacts, things like that, and blah 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 blah. Very, very simple, and it connects great. And once it's connected, you could play music through your Bluetooth, you can go to Android Auto, things like that. All right, guys, so very important, obviously, we have your steering wheel controls. I just want to show you this real quick. Guys, definitely go through the instructions. It'll show you connecting wireless Android Auto, CarPlay, the whole line. It's literally super simple. Mine is already set up, but I just want to go over this with you because I'm running out of time. So you want to go to factory setup, and the code is 1234. Hit OK, and this is where you can go into like touch calibration, touch button learning, remote learning, party control, things like that. And this is where you want to go. You want to go to party control learning, and this is for your steering wheel. Okay, this is for your steering wheel. And what you want to do is you have like buttons here like volume up, volume down, things like that. So let's say I wanted to, for voice control, you go down here. Okay, I already set it up, but you tap on voice. Okay, hold this down, and when you hold it down, it'll highlight yellow, and there you go. Okay, now you do the rest. The trip buttons work fine because that works with the dash, but like mode, next and previous, volume, mute, your call buttons, all of that have to be set up. Okay, so I just wanted to go over that with you. Okay, and obviously once you finish, click save, and you'll get out of it. And as I said, guys, in the directions, it has to set up pretty much Android Auto, CarPlay. You can even use the plugins if you would like, but everything is pretty much automatic, as you can see right here. And the music function is pretty good. I'm definitely not gonna get a copyright strike because this is like a YouTube type thing, but obviously I can't complain, man. Definitely 10 out of 10. The interface is super easy to use, very, very responsive. And that's pretty much it. And guess what? And we even have, you know, we got our backup camera and everything as well, man. You can't beat it. You know what I mean? Also, there's settings for the backup camera. Like once you put it in reverse, it can lower the music, raise the volume, lower the volume, things like that, so you're not distracted. But guys, this is a freaking 10 out of 10, man. Definitely like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. And, you know, I'll talk to you guys soon. Take it easy.